Merry Knicksmas. It was an honor to have my squashed by Fat Joe. Knicks have a squad. That from Sam Morril, who joins us right now, comedian extraordinaire, diehard Knicks fan. Loving that. Okay, first and foremost, like what when you're sitting courtside at the Knicks, I've always wondered: are there rules? Are there things that you have to do? Because it's very prestigious real estate. You got to work hard to get. Do they give you any bylaws on what you can and can't do?
No, I think you just kind of follow your gut, you know. Fat Joe, by the way, is awesome. Like I was, that was me making a joke, but he is the man. Like he was That's my brother I brought with me to the game, and I don't know who Joe brought, but he was talking to us the whole time. He wasn't even talking to his friends, so that was it was a fun game. It's fun when they win too.
And that looks like an incredibly uncomfortable seated position. So I hope you at
Crazy.
least were able to stretch your legs a little bit.
I felt like I was on Delta economy middle seat right there, but yeah, no, it was rough. But when they win, it's cool. Also, we beat the Cavs, and Sam Merrill came over to me and did the whole like Spider-Man twins thing to me, which was kind of fun because I think he gets a
That's
lot
funny.
of. Whenever something happens to me, I think he gets tagged. When something happens to him, I get tagged. So Sam Merrill signs a 10-day contract or whatever. Everyone tags me. So I'm rooting for
Congratulations
him.
on your 10-day
I'm rooting for
contract, by
him
the
as
way.
much. Well, now he's crushing it, but that was the early days of Sam Merrill. He's a sniper now, but yeah. So I'm kind of rooting for him because he's like my Rick and Morty alternate universe me. Like if things worked out athletically. So I like the guy.
What's your level of confidence this year in your beloved Knicks?
You know, they had the January slump. We were cooking for a while. We were looking great. I mean, the in-season tournament. People want to hate because it's us. No one hated on that thing before, and in 20 years, it's going to be like Premier League, where it's going to be a cool thing, I think. But right now, they like to hate on us. But that was fun as hell. I almost went to Vegas. I booked a plane ticket, and then I had a kind of a cold, and I was like, "Oh, I'm touring. Let me just run it back." But I should have gone. I should have sucked it up. Great thing to win, but yeah, we're in a slump right now. Without Josh Hart, like he really is he's the glue. He's kind of our mini Draymond, so we need him. You want to see a little bit better defense at a cat, I think, and because we have great defenders on our team. We have a lot of great defenders. I love Cat. We're rooting for him. I think we have the guys. It's just like, all right, let's see, because we're better than we were last year, no question. The depth is there.
What about Jalen Brunson? Is he already, even though he is still in the thick of his career, is he already on your Knicks Mount Rushmore?
That's tough, right? Because I mean, in my lifetime, yeah, I would say so. But you
Yeah.
got to give it up for the legends and Walt Frazier and Willis Reed and real New Yorkers. We've read the books. We know what how important Walt is. I love Walt Frazier so much, so you got to give those guys their due. But I even have the Walt Frazier, like I have posters in my apartment of Walt. I love Walt. But yeah, Jalen's been phenomenal. The fact that he's such a good closer, you just believe he's got that kind of Jeter thing where you're like, oh, this guy's he's gonna bring it up a level in the playoffs, which we haven't seen in a while. So yeah, we love JB. He's amazing.
So it's interesting to me because I'm older than you, but like I grew up in a time where watching the early '90s Knicks, like they had like a Manhattan edge to them. I used to spend a lot of time in Manhattan. I always thought there was like a Manhattan edge to that Ewing Oakley era, right? And then even the late '90s, there was an edge to that team. These Knicks are a little splashier. They're a little bit flashier. It's a little bit more Lamborghini. Like what era of Knicks basketball has been your favorite to watch?
Wow, that's tough, man. I mean, those '90s Knicks, it wasn't as pretty, but man, I loved Oak and Mace and Ewing and Starks, like Harper. That got me into basketball. So I'll always have, the way Riley coached and the way Van Gundy coached. I really love that. So it's hard to beat your first. That was like, that's my Knicks virginity right there. Charlie Ward taking charges. Derek Harper, I almost said Derek Fisher. God, very different Knicks tenure. But I still play D like Derek Harper. You play in the rec league the way the first people you watch play. So I'm dirty. I hand check. I play like a '90s player where like it's all gross ass post ups and bank shot. But I love that team. But yeah, I mean this team. it's hard to call them like Lamborghini. I think it's smooth. We're definitely offensive, but like, McHale and OG are these kind of incredible 3-and-D guys. Josh Hart is gritty. I mean, there's a grit to this team as well. I just think, I think we got to figure it out. I think sometimes you got to stagger the minutes with Cat and JB defensively. But, Cat is an unbelievable talent. JB is an unbelievable closer. I think there's a way to do this. It's a good problem to have with Mike Brown. How do I allot these minutes? That wasn't a problem we had last year. You see Kolik's emergence. You see the emergence of, Landry Shamet this year, who went down, but I think is going to be back soon. And all these other guys, Mo Diawara, who's looking awesome, a young guy. We have some really – and they're all kind of patterning their games after guys who they look up to on the team. Diawara kind of has a little Bridges in him. You see McCullers got a little Josh Hart in him. Kolik's got a little Brunson in him, but their own game. So I think there's something here for sure. The only team that really scares me in the playoffs, in the East at least, is Detroit. I think we're taking the Magic easy. I think we're taking the Celtics again. I know that Jaylen Brown's talking a lot right now, and God bless him, he's a hell of a player. But the team that scares me is Detroit because of their physicality. They're like a 90's Knicks team, for sure.
All right, you bring up Mike Brown. What are your early impressions of the Mike Brown era in New York? Is he the one to get the Knicks to the mountaintop?
I mean, I don't know. I hope. It's crazy. It's hard to talk. I think we just got to get to the finals first. It's hard to be like, are we going to win it all yet? Because anything can happen in the finals. As a New York sports fan, we know that with the Giants and the Patriots, right? I know that's just one game, but when no one picked the Giants to beat the Patriots, I think no one really picked the Pacers to beat the Knicks last year, and the Pacers beat us. You don't know what's going to happen in the playoffs. A lot of people, I mean, the Pistons could have beat us last year. That was a tough series. The way things broke, I mean, they were a tough team. We hit big shots, but they are very tough. Cade is unbelievable. Duran's tough. They brought in my buddy Duncan Robinson, who I'm going to try to sabotage personally. He's told me, like, let's get dinner when I come to town. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna slip something in his drink. He's gonna have an off shooting night. So we'll see. But I mean, the Pistons look tough. They're the ones that scare me. Orlando's tough too, but there's something about them that I'm not as scared. Oh man, how about that Bane hit on OG? There's a part of me that wishes OG just swung on him, because OG could kick that guy's ass. Those little T-Rex arms. Come on. I know he works out a lot, but Bane, what the hell is he doing? I hated that. I hate that he just was like nice when he got up, because a 90's Nick would have just like, do that to Mason, dude. I don't want OG to get suspended because we need him so badly, because he's one of my favorite Knicks, OG. He's such a good player. Love his defense. Love that he can guard anyone. But you want your defensive stopper to pull a Muay Thai move and break his jaw.
So walk me through this. I'm always curious. Comics are like the new rock stars, right? And so I love talking to music guys because no, it's true. Y'all are filling like stadiums. Everybody's like falling. It's a whole thing. There's a movement. Well, there's a movement happening. But like I spent a lot of my life on the road, and the funny thing is I talk to musicians all the time about how they keep up with their favorite team when they're on stage. Like, so, Zach Brown band guys have like little monitors put on the stage where they can watch Alabama and Georgia. But you're like, it's easy to do when you're playing an instrument. You're talking. So what happens if the Knicks have a massive game and you've got a set you've got to do that night? Are you watching the game? You pausing the game? You getting updates on the game? Like, what do you do while you're on stage?
I figure it out. I mean, you see me there. That was in Vancouver. So what happened here was we were at the Vogue Theater in Vancouver, and they were nice enough to put the game on, because of the time difference, they were nice enough to put the game in the venue on the big screen. So I'm just watching in like the second row. And that was, I believe, game 2 against the Celtics. I was in a very bad mood because the Knicks are down 20 again. And I'm just like, oh, we're not going to win. This sucks. And I'm just getting angry. Everyone on tour is on edge because I'm just pissed off. And then the run happens. I watched the fourth quarter in the green room because I was just like, I don't want to be around people. So that's why I'm on my laptop, because I was very testy. And then the run happens. I was like, everyone come back in. So we watched this comeback. Bridges and OG make the stop on Tatum, unbelievable. I mean, just an incredible 2 games. So yeah, I think we're hopefully due for another run like that. But yeah, on the road, we're on a tour bus, so I always made sure we have Wi-Fi, stop, watch the game. Knicks are very important to me. I watch every game.
People don't know, like a tour bus driver, especially in country music, will get fired if they park somewhere where you don't have satellite service on a football day, because like everybody has to watch the game. And I will say maybe I'll throw him under the bus. My buddy is a country music singer. He always got the updates in his ears, and nobody knew he was getting the updates as people were talking to him. So in the middle of a song, he just let out an F-bomb, and the crowd has no. He's singing this beautiful love song. He's like, and just lets it out in the middle of the show because he's getting score updates. So look, this is just part of life on the road. I love that you're doing this. Do you, when you're at the game as a comic, though, do you feel pressure to be funny when you're trash talking at MSG? Because everybody expects you to make them laugh.
Sometimes. I had Spreewell next to me once, and I was like, I got to make Spree laugh. So that was, I was making a lot of pretty inappropriate Josh Giddey jokes, I should say. It was against the Thunder when he was still on the Thunder. And I do a thing that's if they seat me under the basket, I do a very annoying tap dance when the opposing team is shooting free throws. And it's really annoying because you hear the floor's moving a little because it's all wood. So, yeah, Giddey missed a bunch of free throws that game, and I took a lot of credit for it. Like, Spree was high-fiving me. I was like, oh, this is pretty crazy. This is pretty cool.
Who's your favorite player to smack talk to or about?
Jeez, who do I really not like? I mean, I really don't like, obviously I don't like Trae Young, but he's in Washington. Now it's like, it's like trashing a cancer patient. Like, he's finished. Who else? I mean, obviously I hate Halliburton, but he's got that Reggie Miller thing where you don't talk him too much because you don't want him to rise to the occasion. So, yeah, I hate Halliburton, hate Trae Young. But Trae, he's not even a threat anymore. We own Trae. Halliburton's had our number the last couple of times, so we want him back healthy because we want to beat the best players. We don't want to, That's what I hated. See, that's the thing. Like Jason Tatum, he's I think he's like another nice guy. That's my issue.
He's such a nice guy.
Like Donovan Mitchell and Tatum just seem like really good guys, so it's not as fun to trash talk there. Like Jaylen Brown also seems like a good guy. I met him once and he was really cool, but he talks.
Oh, and you guys can check out. You've changed it, streaming on Amazon Prime right now, and also the Eras Tour. Just go to sammorril.com and buy tickets and see him live and stream. You've changed on Amazon. Sam, really appreciate it. I promise if we're ever sitting next to you courtside at MSG, we won't be the spreader like Fat Joe was. He's a little leg space, even if you're a little guy. We'll make sure that we do that for you.
You know what? His name is Fat Joe. He's allowed to spread. What the hell?
That's fair. It's fair, man. We appreciate your time. Congrats on all the success, man. I appreciate you coming on with us. All right, coming up, the Bears taking on the Rams. We'll break it down for you next on Yahoo.